Okay, children. So today, students of class 12 is going to read out the preamble without looking into the book. Let us see how many of them can do it. So let us start with Minerva Subba. Yes, Minerva. Yes, read out the preamble.
We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves the Constitution.
Very good. Well done. Well done. Very good. That means we, the people of India. That means we have decided, right? The people of the country decided. That means solemnly resolved. We have taken the resolution to constitute India. Whatever India we wanted to constitute, number one, sovereign. Number two, socialist. Number three, secular. And number four, democratic. And the last one is republic. Isn't it? The five important highlighted features of the constitution that is mentioned in the preamble. Okay, very good, Minerva, very good. Next, Sumit Patel. First.
So we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of nation. In our Constitution Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, to hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Okay, just one mistake. Last sentence. In our constituent, not constitution. In our constituent assembly. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Now next, Suraj Patel. Suraj is not there. Okay, are you there? Yes, turn on the camera and tell me the preamble.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constitution Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Very good, very good. You have learned it so well. So you'll never forget. Okay, very good. Is their brother helping you out? Keeping the book in
No,
front of
sir.
you, Suraj? Okay,
No,
very
sir.
good. Okay, next, Pooja Kumari Sa. And after Pooja Kumari Sa, Christy Bujel. First. Okay, Christy, you say. Yes, start.
So, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, fraternity assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Very good. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November, that means that was the day on which our Constitution was ready. Okay, it was adopted in 1949 and enforced in the year 1950. Very good, Christy. Very good. Well done. Okay, next, Yugel Lama. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Turn on the camera and yes. Last time also you read out. Today also you do it.
Is my camera on?
Yes, now it is on.
So we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Very good. Very good, Yugel. Well done. Next, Divya Kanu.
Yes, sir.
Yes, start first.
So, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, secular, into sovereign, socialist, secular,
Camera. Ah.
So, the people of India, having solemnly resolved
No,
to
no,
constitute
without looking into the book. Everybody is
Sir-
telling me.
Sir, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, least secure, democratic republic, uh, to secure all its citizens, socialist, justice, social, political, economics, liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, uh, faith and worship, uh, uh, faith and worship, status.
Okay, you did not learn properly. How many days you require, Divya?
The
Now,
equality
last
of
one.
opportunity among to promote among them all fraternity, assuring to dignity in the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly on 26th day November 1949, do here adopt, enact, and give this
Give to
Constitution to
ourselves this
ourselves.
constitution. Okay, very good. Very good. Now, next, let us try with Rosni Khatun. First.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We the people of India having solemnly resolve to constitute a sovereign socialist circular democratic republic to to secure to its citizen justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thought expression and believed faith and worship, equality
Equality
of
of status.
status and opportunity and to promote among them all
But
all fraternity, ensuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and the integrity of the nation. In our constitution, assembly, the
Constituent Assembly.
Constituent Assembly, the 26th of November 1949 do here
Adopt. Enact.
an act and to give ourselves this
Constitution. Very good.
constitutions.
Yes, Sandhya Sa.
Thank you, sir.
Sandhya Sa. Are you there in the class? Okay, she is not there. Okay, children, so you all have learned the preamble. Okay, you have learned the preamble. So when we started, the starting line you can see here, we the people of India. That means we the people of India solemnly decided to or resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. But in the year 1950, when the constitution was adopted for the first time, so this five words you see on the top, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So out of this, only three were there. Which were they? Sovereign, democratic republic. Okay, sovereign democratic republic. This socialist and secular word was not there. So these two words, okay, you turn the page 402. The word socialist and secular, okay, and integrity were initially not there in the preamble and were added to it by 42nd Amendment Act, that is in the year 1976. Okay, children. So I hope you all have gone through the tutorials and understood the meaning of all the five important features. Okay, so the objectives of the preamble also you have gone through it. Is there any doubt left out to be discussed in this chapter, in this topic? No. The salient features also you have gone through it. Okay, so did you go through the syllabus of history and political science?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is a reduced syllabus, so you can go through it, which all topics, which all chapters you have to prepare thoroughly, and which all chapters you have to study in short. That is given in the reduced syllabus. Okay, So children, let us keep it up to this much. Many of you have left the class due to the fear that sir is asking the preamble, but you should not fear, my dear. You should try so that you will remember the preamble throughout your lives. Okay. Also children, did you write the answers in a copy which was there in the tutorial? One note was there in the first tutorial. Did you get it? Okay, I think my voice is not reaching to them. Okay, so the preamble chapter, the constitution chapter, and the salient features, please go through it. Okay, go through it, and if you are with any doubts, then you can ask me. Okay, children, did you get my point? What I wanted to say? Go through it. Okay, and the next class we'll discuss about, we'll clear the doubts based on chapter number 10, that is the salient features of the Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution. Okay. Acha, as a few more minutes are left, tell me children, what is mean by sovereignty? What is mean by, suppose for example, if I say, okay, Minerva, if I say India is a sovereign state, India is a sovereign state, what am I trying to say? What is the meaning of this sentence? India is a sovereign state. What does it mean?
Sir, I think so India is governed by a single authority with power, that is government.
That is okay, but sovereign, when I say India is a sovereign country, means India is completely free internally and externally from foreign dominion. Okay, that means India was under British rule, right? And now India is completely free from foreign control. Now India has full authority to look after the administration of country internally as well as externally. They are free to decide their foreign policy. So India now has become a sovereign country independent of foreign control. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay, yes. Now next one, suppose for example, Divya, if I say India is a secular country, what does it mean? Or explain this statement. India is a secular country. What does it mean by this? Bolo.
India is free to choose their government.
No. Secular means in India, there is no state religion. That is why I say, no, whenever you watch the tutorials, watch it properly. And if you don't understand, ask and clear your doubts in the next class. Okay. India is a secular state. The meaning of this is that in India, there is no state religion. Okay? In India, there is no state religion. Each and every religion has been given equal importance. Okay? All the religion are important. Every individual in the country, everyone in the country, they have been given the freedom to choose the religion of their choice. Okay, they have been given the freedom to profess, practice and propagate the religion of their choice. ठीक है, इंडिया में कोई धर्म छोटा या बड़ा नहीं है. ठीक है, India is not a Hindu country, India is not a Muslim country, India is not a secular country, India is a secular country. Okay, I mean to say India is a secular, there is no state religion. Like if you talk about Pakistan, if you talk about Saudi Arabia, this country, Islamic country, we call them as Islamic countries, theocratic countries. Only one religion exists in the country. Okay, that is a state religion. Or in many of the European countries, Christianity is the state religion. But India, I think India is the only country, my dear, there is no state religion. All the religion have been given equal importance. Did you understand? Secular means
Yes, sir.
people have the freedom to choose the religion of their choice, profess the religion of their choice, propagate the religion of their choice. ठीक है? That is why there is so much of peace and harmony in this country, है ना? All the religious people, okay, religion exists in India side by side peacefully and happily. ठीक है? Now next
Yes,
one,
sir.
if I say India is a democratic state, मैंने बोला India is a democratic state. Explain the statement. What will be your explanation? Yugal Lama, how will you explain this statement? India is a democratic state. Right? Okay. He is not there in the class. So India is
Sir,
a
the,
democratic. Yes, try.
yes, sir. Sir, the people of India elected their government by giving one vote.
Okay, very simple, very simple. That means a representative form of government, right? In India, the government is chosen by the people. The decisions are made by the people. The opinions are found by the people. Which government will come to power or which party they want to bring them to power. Okay, freedoms are given to these citizens. Okay, freedom of speech, freedom to vote, cast their vote. They have been given the valuable right, that is right to vote, and through this vote they choose their representatives. Okay, and the government whichever is chosen by the people, they have been given the limited period, limited power, or limited government, that is for 5 years, and after 5 years a new government will be chosen, new government will be elected. Okay, and the last one, okay, India is a republic country. India is a republic. What does it mean? So India, we may say, no, don't get confused with democracy and republic, both are little bit different. Okay, that means preamble of our country declares India to be republic. Okay, that means republic in the sense that in India there is no way in conflict with Indian membership of the Commonwealth. Okay, or let us say that in India the elected head, the head of the country is elected by the people. Who is the head? President is the head. Prime Minister is a real head. They are elected by the people. And this elected head does not possess any hereditary right, like the British king or queen. They don't possess any hereditary right. Suppose I am the king or I am the president of India, it is not that my son will become the next president. No, it is not possible. So the next president will be elected constitutionally according to the constitution. Through the process will be elected. Is that clear, children? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Even
sir.
if you
Yes,
still
sir.
have doubts, please go through the tutorials, read the textbook, and after that, still if you have any doubt, you can ask me. You can clear your doubt. Don't keep any of the doubts within you. Okay, children? So we'll
Yes,
meet
sir.
again in the next class. Till then, take care, stay safe, and please learn the preamble by heart. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.